the build progresses. Welcome to a quick interstitial guitar build. I've got a chunk of cedar, and well, it's not quite guitar shaped as we stand. In the last episode, I hand beat a chunk of copper. It's not quite finished as a Faraday cage control cavity insulation thing because I like making life difficult for myself. We all know this. It's fine. I need to remove the copper, which is potentially going to be interesting because it doesn't quite want to leave at this point. I need to recess the top area because, well, this is the top beautiful chunk of flamed redwood, and once I've recessed where the top is going to be inlaid, then I can sort out the outline of the body, routing, router table, etc, 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 and this. And I'm hoping that by the end of the day, well, that's not going to happen, we're going to have the top glued in and something guitar shaped. Don't forget, could be yours. Check out Daily Guitar Draw and crimsonguitars.com. Sale of Crimson. You get money off your tickets on this instrument, and this is all coming to an end soon, so yeah. The whole bloody handle just disintegrated. On camera, for my first shot, well, screw came out, zero glue, woohoo. Hey, I nearly glued it together with it wasn't on the workbench. Yeah, it would have been silly. I'm thinking about guitars, not workbench construction. Also, this probably should be wood glue, but I just need to be getting on. For once, it's a digression that isn't my fault. That should do. Protection, everybody. Isotunes. Dust mask.
Voice modulator.
Ah, nice. Depth stop. How deep is the top? Physically check it. Yeah, that works. Okay, now that's locked off. Double check. A little bit janky, but it works. The eagle-eyed among you will have noticed that I was routing around in the correct way, and then I suddenly realized that actually, I think it's called a climbing cut. your router cutter is going the way, and you generally want to cut into the direction of the cutter. That's how you work, and it's fine. And when you are using a template and you've got a relatively small cavity, etc., and you can see what you're doing, which is more to the point, that's fine. But a climbing cut, I think, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, is where you go where the direction that you're pushing your machine is opposite, i.e. anti-clockwise. And because you're not going with the cut, you're going against it, the machine is pushing away from what you're cutting, which means that I had a lot more control over how much of a cut I took. There were a few spots in there where it took quite large divots out of this relatively soft wood because I couldn't gauge, I couldn't judge how much material I was removing. So I've never had to use a climbing cut. I've never even considered using a climbing cut with a router, but if you're doing the sledge thing like we've just done, hey, there's another tool in your arsenal of knowledge. And the beauty of the masking tape and super glue trick is that it's incredibly strong laterally with sideways pressure, but you can pull it off quite easily like so. You know, I'm preaching to the choir. You guys are already convinced how great this is. Lunchtime, isn't it? Come on then, let you go. Don't drop the camera. Wrong side. All right, so next up I'm going to cut out the corners where obviously that's the router didn't really work, and after lunch we'll crack on. Yeah, my camera's getting dusty in there. So obviously the router is round, and I need to cut out the points here. Chisel, scalpel blade could help. Inside ground gouges are great too. But in this case it's very soft wood, so I'm just going to use the scalpel blade and the chisel. Well, that's worked out rather well. I must say I'm particularly tempted to just inlay the top, do the SG carves, but leave the outline a rectangle. I love what Yuri Tukman did in Great Guitar Build-Off last year. Absolutely adored that guitar. Copper boat. Okay, with that done, it's onto the bandsaw. I'm going to cut out the shape of the top that I need. I'm going to masking tape and super glue trick it to a template, route that out on the Triton router table, and meet back here. Yeah, cool. Date? Yeah.
Just checking the template. It's the right thing, it's cool, we're good. Come on then. Hold on. Alright, Harvey. There you go. So I genuinely, I worried, I wasn't sure. And before you do any more cutting, you're like, is this exactly the right size? Yes, it is. masking tape, super glue.
It's important to line all the tape up properly, of course. Okay, one of my favourite things about the Triton routers here is just how easy it is to change while in a router table. Automatically locks off, automatically brings the collet above the level of the table, and it's easy. I've lost the doohickey that is my above table rise and fall in the move. It's somewhere around, we'll find it. And then essentially, once you're done, you pull it down and everything is sorted. So from this side, you'll see I've routed from there down the hill, going with the grain. So the grain's going in that direction. And I've stopped in the shallow, I've ignored that, and from the top I've gone all the way down, and actually part of the way around. Same thing, all the way around, from there down with the grain. And now what I want to do is flip it over and run with a top mounted bearing so that everything works as planned. That router cutter is actually too tall for the thinness of the veneer that I'm doing. You normally use that thing for giant body blanks, etc. So, well, we're not doing that today. Instead, I'm going to just quickly build up the thickness of this top with a few offcuts. Because why not? Off we go. Oh, just a little bit of super glue, that's fine. that was a very quick and dirty fix to a problem. I've noticed that there's actually an extra bearing under there, which is washer under there, which is raising the bearing. I think that's what's caused part of my problem. And I'm going to go get a palette knife. Well, let's go to the workshop, shall we? Okay, I do tend to avoid machining days. It's one of those things that, well, I don't know, it's noisy. I do prefer hand tools. I have a proclivity, it's well known. But also, few things are quite so fun as rapidly achieving big things with ease. All you have to do is deal with a little bit of noise and dust, and hey, it's fun. Oh, I love the masking tape and super glue trick. Oh, yes. Okay. So this Redwood is almost as delicate as the Cowrie guitar I'm working on at the moment, so I'm just being gentle. I did not burnish down the masking tape and super glue as much as I normally would, because I knew this was going to be a problem. Well, not a problem, just scary. Scary is the word I'm looking for. Anyway, should we get the body the right shape as well? Oh. You've got to get the masking tape off before you see if it fits. Delayed gratification, after all, is the key to a happy life, or at least to a life full of delayed gratification. Oh God, I missed him! And now we see if this fits, or whether it fits, or how it fits. Come on, corners. I forgot the corners, because round router bits aren't really known for cutting nice 90-degree corners. Not in usual operation, shall we say. So what we've got actually here is an anti-climax. I really thought that was going to be just a beautiful experience for all involved. Should we do that again? Don't forget, this guitar could be yours. It's on Daily Guitar Drawer. Yeah, I don't care. I'm excited. It's good. It fits. This is something else. What I really need now is a cup of coffee. I am leaving this as it is. I am not going to glue. I'm not going to clamp. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to sit down and chill the hell out. This is the end of the video. It's a very cool process. If you've got a laser cut or at least an accurate template, then doing this sort of thing does not need to be as nerve-wracking as I found it. Let's say that. Yeah, it fits nicely. It's the right depth. It's going to be gorgeous. I am, and always will be, and always have been, gluing in two disparate materials like this is a little bit worrying. They may shrink at different speeds, so that's going to be interesting. And this body blank is also a large chunk and is going to want to cup a little bit. In fact, it vaguely looks like it already is, although I think that might just be perspective. I'm hoping that gluing the top in here like that is going to strengthen that. I genuinely considered inlaying carbon fiber rods across the width of the guitar, just because it's the sort of thing that would occur to me. Yeah, but anyway, click like, subscribe. Please go buy tickets to win this guitar. It is going to be finished soon, and it is going to be a doozy. Cowrie is in progress, and I am going to kick on with the and finish the hand tool build as well. I'm going to need a break from the guitar that I'm building for a break from the guitar that I'm building for a break from... You get what I mean. So, Crimson Guitars, still on. Goodbye.